very special episode of Naukriyan Guftgu, an intellect talk with the industry mentors. Today we merge two critical and contemporary themes: women in leadership, breaking glass ceilings, and employee satisfaction, engagement, and retention. We are privileged to host two exceptional leaders in the field of human resources. Firstly, we have Ms. Asmita Mukherjee, a trailblazing human resource officer with an impressive 7-year journey in HR, procurement, and operations. Ashmita is not just an expert in talent acquisition, onboarding, and training, but also in analytics, employee engagement, and grievances redressal. Her vast experience in capacity building, travel management, ISO audit coordination, and vendor management underlines her versatile leadership skills. Ashmita's educational qualifications, including MBA in HR and MA in sociology, further reinforces her role as a women leader, breaking glass ceilings. She embodies the strength and innovation required to lead and inspire in today's diverse and dynamic work environments. Joining Ashmita is Alfiza Khan, an HR influencer and advocate who brings a fresh perspective with her 2+ years of experience, and Alfiza's approach extends beyond traditional HR roles, as she actively creates and shares engaging content on LinkedIn and leads seminars, both in person and virtually. Her efforts to enhance HR practices and foster excellence are a testament to the evolving role of women in leadership and the importance of employee engagement in modern workplaces. Together, Ashmita and Alfiza will explore how women in leadership positions can significantly impact employee satisfaction, engagement, and retention. They will discuss the strategies and share insights on how fostering a diverse and inclusive leadership can lead to a more committed and productive workforce. So get ready for a compelling and insightful dialogue that intertwines the advancement of women leaders with the cultivation of thriving workplace cultures. Welcome Ms. Ashmita Mukherjee and Ms. Alfiza Khan. So welcome Ms. Ashmita and Ms. Alfiza. So we are really glad to have you both on this platform, Naukriyan Guftgu, and Intellect Talk with the industry mentors. So let's start with the first question. Ashmita, this is for you. How do you see the
Okay.
role of women in leadership evolving in the corporate landscape? And what changes would you like to see in the future?
Evolving for sure. Now, women are more getting into strategic roles, which is important, but slowly. The first change that I would want is more numbers, more women. We still are shortage of women in the leadership roles. That's the first change required.
And for you, Alfiza, the question is what advice would you like to give to the HR leaders who wanted to be a champion in innovative training practices within their organization?
So, in the era of virtual things, we can do the webinars and seminars and in-house activities like engagement activities or the softwares we can take for the HRMS training program.
Wonderful. So, Ashmita, what do you think? Capacity building is crucial for an organizational growth. So, how do you approach developing the skills and capabilities of your team members?
It's a very important, it's an imperative actually in every organization. The first thing we should do, and constantly upskilling, is the need of the hour. So, of course, we at Isha Shankarpur, the organization I'm currently associated with, fortunately, we have a very encouraging management.
Right.
So, we do have quite often capacity building initiatives, and our employees travel to various places for these training programs. We are, in fact, currently doing a skill mapping of the employees, and whatever is the gaps, we'll strategize basis the training need analysis, and they'll put the respective employees to the trainings. It is very important, and we consider ourselves as a learning organization.
Rightly framed answer, Ashmita. So, Alfiza, what do you think? Like how technology is playing role in reshaping traditional training methodologies, and how can HR leverage it effectively?
Okay, so in the organization, we can encourage the people to share their strength and weakness. By that, we can know how skilled they are and where they are lacking in these skills. So we can provide some seminars in the organization, and the people who are working virtually, for them we can do the webinars thing. Also, we can take some of the tools which are used for the skill development of personnel. So this is how we can give the trainings to the other employees and who are working virtually also.
Okay, so Alfiza, can you highlight some emerging trends like gamification in employee training that organizations should keep an eye on?
Yes. So many people have that gamification is all about the rewards and recognition thing. So it is a myth that it is all you have to win the game or anything. So for every employer, it is very necessary to have an engagement activities in the organization. See, so the thing is that the employee it will basically boost up the employee moral for the work also, and it will take the path away from the work. They will motivate also to work. So this is how gamification can be a game changer in an organization.
Okay, so can you share some specific examples, Alfiza, where the successful gamification initiative that you have taken that had a positive impact on employee morale and productivity?
Yeah, so we can do the fun Friday activities or the festivals which are coming like Diwali. We can celebrate Christmas and New Year parties we can do. So basically, it will boost up the morale of the employees to work.
Okay, great, great. So, Ashmita, can you share your thoughts on work life balance and its significance, especially for women striving to break glass ceiling in leadership?
Well, I am myself currently battling the same. To be very honest, I have a very small baby, and I do understand employee burnouts are very much there these days. So, work life balance is an imperative again. Typically, through different engagements and work hour reduction, or depending on flexibility that is required from the employees, has to be given these days, especially post COVID. We need more of it, and the importance stays there. You need to switch off for sure at one point of time. And however, there is no specific definition to each his or her own. So the way they want to do it, engaging in different social engagements, giving a time off, taking rest periods are very important. So that's how we give that space to employees, and we do have a lot of benefits given to employees. We are in fact planning to conduct a survey as well,
Uh-huh.
so to understand where we stand. Pre and post analysis is required also. So yes, it is very much an important thing these days, so we need to give importance to it.
Right, right. So, what would be your advice, Ashmita, for the aspiring women leaders in HR, since you are the one who are looking to make their mark in the corporate world?
So number one would be constantly upskill, because industry, the markets are changing very frequently. The roles are changing with a lot of technology now coming in. So upskill, we can't stick to one or two skills. We have to keep evolving in terms of skill sets, expanding our horizon. Number one, and number two is take challenges. Don't be in your comfort zone, keep challenging yourself. Only then you learn, and be open to learning, and be open to constructive feedback and upskill, and there would be no barrier.
Right, right. So, what do you think, Ashmita? Capacity building is crucial for organization growth. So, what is your approach in developing the skills and capabilities of your team members?
So, like I mentioned, that we do take capacity building as a very important parameter in our organization. Fortunately, our management is very supportive here. And recently, we've had an offsite where it was an offsite as well as training program which was conducted. We have on and off training programs conducted. So our employees travel to different destinations. They tie ups with a lot of institutes for these trainings. And we currently, in fact, are doing a skill mapping exercise. And we'll figure out the gaps, the training needs would be analyzed, and we'll take it up accordingly on whatever is the requirement, and we'll put the employees forward to the training programs that they need.
Right, right. So, this question is for both of you. Like breaking down barriers is really crucial. So, how have you contributed to addressing and resolving grievances within the workforce?
So I'll say that, see, when there are too many heads, of course, there will be clashes. And the first and foremost important thing there is the employees should have a place where they can confide, and a place where they can feel heard. So that's the first initiative that every organization should have. They should be open to listening to what the employees have to say and what their experiences are. We also, in our current organization, have two mechanisms to deal with it. Number one is a formal way where an employee would want to bluntly put it, if it's against a person, or record everything in a written way. That's one mechanism that we have. That's the direct grievance forum. And a second Dropbox method we have also implemented, wherein if they want to keep themselves anonymous and share their thoughts, it will be taken as improvement from the employees. It's like an improvement mechanism. So we have both these forums being implemented. So it's absolutely a right of an employee to lodge a complaint or a grievance if they have one. And we, as a organization, we should be able to resolve at the closest source as possible.
Right. Thanks, Ashmita. So, Alfiza, what is your take on it?
So, as an HR, it is very important to listen to both of the side of the employees. So, to avoid the conflict, we should listen for one side, then go to another person to listen whatever the things going between them. So, it is very necessary to like identify what is the thing that came into an argument or something else. So listening to both the sides for the HR is very important, and also for the organization, and taking prompt action on that.
Right. Thank you so much, Alfiza. Wonderful answer. So let us go with the rapid fire round. So the first round would be for Ashmita. So Ashmita, tighten up your seatbelts. You need to answer in.
Rapid fires are always very scary.
Yeah. So you have to either answer in the one word or one sentence. So first question for you is best professional achievement that brings a smile on your face.
One value award that I'd received on integrity. That's not connected with performance, but that's something which is very special because it's a value award.
Great, wonderful. Top skill you believe every HR professional should possess.
Empathy.
Wonderful. Your go-to stress-busting activity outside of the workplace.
It's an OCD, but it helps. Cleaning and organizing, declutters.
Wonderful. A leadership lesson you have learned from a challenging experience.
Not to panic. Even if you do inside, pretend you're not panicking. So, Captain Cool, you have to put a front.
Wonderful. It's a lesson for us, or everybody.
Yes.
One change you would like to see in the corporate world to empower women in leadership.
Stop asking questions, especially during the interviews. Stop asking questions too much on personal front. Skills, questions related to skills should be the primary ones.
Skill-based interviews, right?
Skill-based interviews.
I agree. The best piece of career advice you have ever received?
From my parents, actually. When there's a will, there's always a way. No matter.
Your guilty pleasure, TV show or movie that helps you unwind?
Sarabhai versus Sarabhai.
Wonderful. That's my favorite too, Ashmita. So the next round is for Alfiza. Alfiza, get ready. The first question is, if you could implement one unconventional training method universally, what would it be?
Knowing the strength and weakness of the people.
Wonderful. How do you keep yourself motivated and inspired in the fast-paced HR landscape?
It is very important for HR to know the new technologies which are coming. So connecting with new people, it can help. Like seeing the post on LinkedIn. LinkedIn can also help people to get motivated.
Wonderful. One word that best describes the future of employee training and development.
Adaptive.
The most valuable lesson you have learned from your experience as an HR influencer.
So, as an HR influencer, it is important to connect with people globally. As a LinkedIn influencer, also, it is important to showcase your story to the other side also, and seeing other stories from the other side. So, it is important to stay connected with people.
Wonderful. A gamification tool or app you find particularly effective for boosting employee engagement?
The HRMS softwares which are used nowadays to upskill the skill and development training for the employees.
Great. A piece of advice you wish someone had given you at the start of your HR influencer journey.
Actually, in the start, I was not too active on the LinkedIn. Now, day by day, I am more into that. So I feel that if someone came into my life and give me that opportunity to explore more in LinkedIn, I would be really happy and glad that time.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Ashmita, and thank you, Alfiza. I'm really glad we had this session. So, just last question to both of you. What one piece of advice you would like to give to the young professionals? Ashmita.
So, I think, like I mentioned, these days with evolving technology and evolving roles, very fast paced, it's very important to upskill yourself. Just don't sit on whatever you've learned and utilizing those skills. Constantly upskill. There are too many softwares coming in, too many roles evolving. Work is in fact not very defined in most of the sectors. So constantly upskill and take on challenges. Don't shy away from responsibilities. Keep taking. We always say that, oh, I'm doing others' work, or I am loaded, but take on responsibilities. That's very important.
Right. You should focus on learning and your own development because it is not about company, it is about you most of the time.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, Alfiza, what's your take on it?
So it is very important for one to be stay updated. What are the trends which are going, and what are the new skills which you have to develop in oneself. It is important to learn that new skills that are into trends.
And for personal growth, the people are facing a lot of self doubts, fears, and emotional. How important it is, to be emotionally intelligent nowadays.
I think that's the most important factor. Emotional intelligence is one area where we are lacking very badly, and therefore the conflicts, therefore the issues. So we, for sure, in fact, when we interview people, the first thing we look at what is the EQ level of the person. IQ and other factors, skills, technical skills are there for sure, but the deciding factor is basically how good the person emotionally is. So that's very important.
Right, right. Alfiza, what do you think about it?
Yes, I completely agree with Ashmita what she said. It is very important for an organization to see the emotional perspective of the person also, apart from the skills and other experiences.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Ashmita and Alfiza. Due to time constraints, we have to end this wonderful meeting. But I'm looking forward for many more sessions with you. Thank you so much for